So, Keith, I love doing these videos because I have the opportunity to get to know other coaches like yourself, and
Sure.
and then I help my clients who don't know the answer for things that I've been coaching them through. So, give other perspectives from other coaches to them, and it makes my YouTube channel grow. It also give us a chance to expose what we do. So, I think it's a win-win for everybody, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm very interested to learn about your story about fear of public speaking. Would you share with us?
Yeah, I think it's probably a little bit non-traditional in that I have been speaking in front of groups since as long as I can remember, certainly since high school or before. And it isn't really that bothers me. That's why your question was interesting to me, is that it isn't really necessarily a fear of speaking in public. It's a fear of speaking when I don't know what I'm talking about. And I think that's an important aspect for a lot of folks who don't even realize it. They may not actually have a fear of speaking in front of a lot of people. They have a fear of confidence or speaking about things they don't know about. And so, I think there's a few tools that you can implement to make sure that what you what you speak about, about, and you're much more comfortable, and that eases the stress of what a lot of people have as far as speaking in public. I mean, there's obviously a lot of people also who genuinely have a fear of getting in front of a group of people, and there's no reason to discount that. I just think that there's other aspects to this as well.
That's a big point actually, because I never thought about that. Sometimes you think you want to speak about something, but you really don't know much about it. And then inside you have that fear, like, what if they ask me questions that I won't know how to answer, or I didn't practice my stuff much and I'm here speaking in front of people. And that could be the big cause. It makes all sense. Yeah. So how was it for
Yeah.
you? Did you ever have a fear before? Did you have to break through the fear initially?
Well, a lot of I work with clients on executive presence as well, and myself included. I think that a lot of what people um, feel and the anxiety that builds is one of two things. Either you truly don't know what you're talking about, and that's pretty rare, because if you think about it, you it's really unlikely you're going to be asked to speak on a topic that you truly know nothing about, because why would someone do that? So it's more of a imposter syndrome type of situation where you feel maybe everyone in that audience knows more than you do, or that you're bluffing. And so I think that you have to get over that hurdle, and that's probably one of the keys to dealing with becoming more comfortable, more confident, and lessening the fear of speaking, is making sure that you have a good grasp of not only your material or your content, but also the confidence that you're there for a reason. It's like I tell people in job interviews, you're the number one expert on yourself. You should be able to do a great job in a job interview. Nobody knows more about you than you do. So, you are there for a reason, and you've been asked to speak for a reason, and therefore you should utilize that as a tool to build your confidence.
Yes, I get it. And that's really important what you said. You are there for a reason, and nobody knows that subject better than you, because you've committed yourself to show up. Just like in a business interview, you know about yourself more than anyone else, right? That's a very
Right.
interesting point. Now, but what would you say for people that, okay, they know their stuff, they practice, they're good at what they do, and they're there to share, but they still have some sort of social anxiety. They don't feel comfortable when people are looking at them and they are facing the moment where they gotta speak.
Yeah, it's the other side, the other group of people. And it's interesting because I've done a lot of reading and a lot of research on this. And I think that the common response to that is that, yes, this is real. And first of all, I think that they should accept the fact that a little bit of fear and a little bit of anxiety is going to keep you on your game. So, you don't want to come out there and be like, hey, thanks for having me speak. Good to see. I mean, you don't want to be half asleep when you're doing it. But as far as really truly breaking that fear, if you have it, it sounds silly, but what I tell clients to do is come up with a sentence, a mantra, if you want to, a personal vision of what you're going to be. So even if that's something like, I'm Keith and I'm a great public speaker and I'm going to go out there and tell people what I know and give them the information they're waiting for. Write that on a Post-it note or a postcard and put that in your bathroom on the mirror and read that every single morning when you wake up and maybe when you go to bed, and keep driving that message into yourself that you can do this and that you're good at it and that you will be good at it. And it sounds so weird because, you're picturing yourself talking to yourself in front of a bathroom mirror and you're thinking, this isn't going to help me. Why am I doing this? But your mind starts to believe. And as you do that over time, you become more confident with the concept. And then when you get a couple speaking engagements under your belt and they go well, you slowly start to break down that barrier of having some fear about public speaking. So I think, it's really twofold. It's really getting over that fear as well as having the content in the back of your mind ready to drop on when you need it. And you do those things to work together. And you can't emphasize that enough. Just literally telling yourself every day, this is something you can do. This isn't building a rocket to go to Mars. This is speaking in front of a group of people and you can do it.
I love what you said, Keith, because I resonate and I do that. I think the power of positive affirmations has been already proved scientifically. And, there's a point where we really need to tame our minds, because our minds are like wild horses and want to go everywhere and destroy everything and every plan we have if we don't, watch out. We really need to be on the game of taming our, human thoughts, because it's thoughts that create feelings that create action results. So if you can rehearse your mind, make practice the positive notes that you can stick on all over your house and read them over and over, I truly believe that's a great tool, Keith. Thank you so much for mentioning that.
And
so now, yeah.
That's why coaching works so well, because, you know that, and you have all the resources and all of that research in the back of your mind, and it saves your client a lot of time. If you're the client listening to this, it saves you a lot of time of having to do all that research and figure it out, because these tools are relatively simple to implement. You just have to have the knowledge of it, and that's what coaching can bring to it. So
yes, there are a lot of material in YouTube too about positive affirmation, how to get confidence, and how to be confident and stuff. Yeah, this is big, and of course, there's nothing more powerful than the help of a coach that has been through that can empower you to overcome that. That's brilliant. So now, Keith, to wrap up this video, what is your favorite quote or saying that would like to share with us today?
So I think my favorite quote that I like to think about most often is from Steve Jobs in 1997 when he returned to Apple, and it's the "Here's to the Crazy Ones" commercial, and it's here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius, because the ones who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. And I think that's it's a great little quote. So
I love that. Of course, Steve Jobs, he just left us so much to learn from, right? What a hero of go for the dream and do things and go beyond what's established and create, and and all that takes confidence and break through the fear or be in front of people. And yeah, that's a great quote. Keith, thank you so much for being here today. And if you are watching this video and need a coach to help you through the fear of public speaking, you can contact Keith or myself, and we are here to help you. Keith,
yeah,
thank you again.
My website is applecromatic.com. And feel free to sign up for the email list because we send out a lot of great content and have a lot of great blog posts on issues just like this.
Awesome. Yes. All the information is going to be below this video.
Okay, sounds great.
Thank you, Keith. Namaste.
Thank you.